Alright, today on Does It Make Sax, I ordered the cheapest tenor saxophone I could find on Amazon. And also, we're going to play this instrument right next to a professional horn and see what you think of it. Alright, stay tuned. Alright, here we go. Here it is. The EASTROCK Tenor Saxophone. It's got a handle on this end, so you can carry it this way or this way. And these new soft cases are coming with these backpack thingies. I don't know how this will work. I've never tried using one before. Watch this. Okay, so it's got little feet on the bottom of it, so you can rest it on a hard surface. Seems pretty stable. It has some here on the bottom. I don't know if you noticed this or not, but they're really close together. I would think you'd put them farther out here for stability. I mean, it's not a super expensive horn, but come on. You put this on a surface, I mean, you can see already it's leaning. Just the weight of the horn, it's not even sitting straight. So, I'm not sure that I would trust the little feet on this thing sitting it upright like this. Moment of truth. Oh yeah. Alright, so I've already taken all the crazy packaging off, but you look back at the pictures, you can see how it was packed. It was packed pretty well. Alright, so here we go. Spin this around here for you. This is the EASTROCK Tenor Saxophone in black. Ta-da! Okay, looks like a tenor saxophone. This was under $400. Not bad for a tenor saxophone, but how does it play, right? Black. I'm assuming this is paint. And it goes all the way down inside the bell as well. I haven't looked in here. There's a nice little cap. Nope, it's not a cap. It is a pad saver. Nice. All right, see, good pad saver. Keeps your pads dry. I'm going to take a peek down here. Yeah, they painted it down inside the bell, but not all the way through, which I've got to think that affects the sound of it somehow when you paint them like that. The rest of the keys look like they're just brass with a clear lacquer on them. Just giving it a first kind of feel. Most of the keys, okay, I can already see it, that we got some keys that are not quite aligned or not closing all the way. So we'll address that here when we go to play it. That's to be expected, right? They're not always gonna be set up just right. Okay, so in the case, there is your curved neck, right? So make sure this thing is opening and closing. It does. Let's see if it'll go in here. Yeah, so not easy. Alright, that's not fitting, so I'm probably going to have to make an adjustment here. See what else it comes with. It comes with a, oh boy. Seems like these inexpensive horns are coming with some pretty inexpensive mouthpieces with the reed already attached to it. And I can see it's not even set up right. Anxious to see. The reed is fairly smooth. Standard ligature, nothing fancy here. Obviously, a horn that costs as much as some, professional mouthpieces. What can you expect? But we're gonna give it a try. I want you to know how it plays right out of the box. The case, foam lined with with this felt on it, so yeah, it'll keep your horn protected from scratches and stuff. These horns are all coming with gloves. I don't know why. I mean, you're gonna touch it. I don't typically play unless I'm, well, maybe back in marching band we played some gloves on. It'll be helpful when you go to clean it. Gloves. All right, fair enough. Oh, you got some silica gel packs here to try to keep it dry as it was traveling over the ocean. Probably want to throw those away. Don't eat those. Comes with a cleaning cloth, so good. That'll be helpful when you use the gloves. All right. Got some mouthpiece rubber guards, and a lot of horns are coming with these now, which is cool because you know, over my past few decades, I've tore some grooves into the mouthpieces, so this is a nice thing, nice feature, and some little alcohol swabs so that you can clean the mouthpiece to put those on. There is just a neck strap in here. Came with an extra reed. Ooh, cool. All right, this thing is really rough, man. It feels like it just came out of the saw. Like it's got grooves in it. And we don't even know what it is. Has no markings on it whatsoever. So I'm going to assume it's probably 2.5 or 3. That's pretty common. Okay. I now need to go and address why this won't fit. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. So a little adjustment needed to be made. There's 2 screws up here. One of them is for a what they call a lyre, but this other screw, there's a slot right here that tightens this band. It tightens this as you tighten it down, and that's what holds this end of the neck in. So I just had to take a little screwdriver, push it down into this little slot, and open that up a little bit. So right now seems to fit, and it's nice and snug. Now I'm taking a look at the connection right here to the octave key. It's just barely sticking up high enough, so it is working, and I'm probably gonna have to make some adjustments to that, but it is working, as you can see. It's making some noise. It has a lot of travel, so if I push that and the 3rd key down, it should close. I don't know if that's closed all the way. We will find out though when we play. And like I said before, oftentimes with these inexpensive horns, if you have troubles with getting notes out of them and they start the song and the notes start to warble a little bit, which means they flutter when you play them, a lot of times has to do with the octave key not closing here or in the secondary. So you may have to make some adjustments, but that's pretty simple to do. All right, let's get this sucker out and start playing it. Okay, getting ready to hook this up, get it all playable. I did not notice that it came with any cork grease, so you may need to get some cork grease for yourself. If you're in a pinch, you can use chapstick or petroleum jelly, like that name brand that starts with a V. You can put that on here. Wow, that goes on there real easy, like real easy. Okay, I'm gonna push this on. Okay, moment of truth, here we go. First note. Hey, plays pretty easy. First note came out. All right, I'm gonna try to just play through all the notes just to see if all the keys close, all the pads close. Yeah, as I mentioned, I need to make some adjustments here because when I push this down, I hope you can see this, those bottom 2 keys, when I push this button down, both those keys should close by them, at the same time. And I'm really having to push really hard, but I don't think they're closing together. So I think there is some adjustment that needs to be made on here. So if you're not comfortable doing this kind of stuff, take it to a repair person or someone who is experienced. I'm going to fiddle around with this and see if I can get those to close. fix those bottom ones, but everything else seems to be working out okay. All right, all of the keys seem to be working. The octave key seems to be, in the right angle, so none of the notes are really warbling except for the ones at the bottom, and I believe that's because these pads are just not closing down here. But all the keys seem to be in the right place. They all feel good. The springs all feel like they have the right tension. So yeah, so far for less than 400 bucks, I think this is pretty good shape. So again, I got to play with these to see what's going on so I can get them to close. But so far, so good. Okay, I'm back from fiddling around. So I had to make some adjustments to these keys down here. They're all controlled by this cluster of pinky keys over here. And they have like little tabs in behind them that connect them together. Anyway, they were a little out of alignment. So with a little bit of messing around, I was able to kind of get them working. Not the best. I think it has to do with the, just the craftsmanship of the horn as well. I got them as best as I could. I think we can, you'll hear I can play them. I'm a little concerned though, because when I press this key, you notice that the B key here kind of flutters around when I'm pushing on the C sharp key, because somehow they're connected and I haven't quite figured that out yet. So anyway, that may have to do with why it's warbling a little bit at those low notes. Other than that, everything sounds pretty good. So I'm going to play through the ear. You're going to hear those notes. They're more difficult to get. I think the intonation in this horn, from going from a B to B flat, I think it has to do with the horn. You'll hear there's not a whole lot of definition between the B and the B flat. I'll play on a different horn and you'll be able to hear how that one's a little different. They come out not too bad. So this stock mouthpiece with this horn plays pretty good. It has a pretty raspy tone to it already, which I'm kind of digging. So am I thinking this is good horn? Yeah, for the money, I think it is. I'm going to go ahead and do a comparison on my other tenor, and you can kind of hear the difference. Right now, it's a professional horn. It's a different mouthpiece, different reed. But just to give you a quick comparison, let's have a listen, huh? professional horn, it weighs a lot more. I can physically tell that it weighs more. So I'm holding both these instruments. They're both heavy. Yeah, this one weighs more. Now, it is silver plated. I get that adds weight to it, but I think the construction on this is obviously a whole lot better. But that's okay, because for $400, if you're thinking about getting started with a tenor saxophone, right? Or $6,000, okay, there are less expensive student horns and intermediate horns, right? But this is a professional horn. Just to give you an idea what the cost is. And by the way, these are not light, okay? But anyway, let's talk about this EASTROCK tenor saxophone. All right, so does it play well? Yeah, I think it does. For a beginner, intermediate, even a professional, if you want something just to tool around with and not worry about you're gonna, ruin your horn or hurt it or whatever. Yeah. Yes, some of the keys feel like they're lighter. They have less tension when you press them, right? But again, if you're just getting started and you want a horn that sounds good and you can play on it, I've had to make some minor adjustments. I'll give you that. Not everybody has the ability to do that or knows how to do it. But you could potentially find a repair person who could help you with that. But if you think you can give it a try. But I'd take it to a pro if you don't know how. All right. You don't need to spend a lot of money on a mouthpiece to make this sax sound good. The one that came with is just fine. All right, if you're interested in this EASTROCK tenor saxophone, you can get it in multiple colors. I saw purple, there's all gold, there's a gray, right? Check the link below. There's a whole bunch of different colors you can get. But yeah, you got my endorsement. If you think that you're interested in getting into a tenor sax for the first time, or maybe you've played before and you want to get back into one, or you want to start playing, you just want to tool around at home, this is a great option. I even caught it on sale. Again, it was under $400, $360, something like that. Maybe you can catch it on sale, but again, the different colors come in different price ranges, but right around $400 or so will get you into this EASTROCK tenor saxophone. Do I recommend it? Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Now, we'll see how long it lasts, how long it holds up, but I've got other horns. I'm not sure that I will perform with this one, especially since these lower register keys, they're really tough to get the notes out. Don't use them that much because they're at the very lowest end of the horn, but I'd want them to perform for me. Maybe I can mess around with these a little bit longer and get them to work, but I don't know how much time I'm gonna put into this. Now, if you find that you order one and it's maybe it's too much for you to have to make adjustments, great part is that link below, place you can get them. They'll take these back, you can return it, you can get a different one, get it replaced. So at this price point, I think this is a good sax. All right, stay saxy.